In today's NFL pick video play, talking about this hyped up matchup here in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champs, going on the road in a really tough matchup here, taking on the New Orleans Saints. This is going to be for January 13th, 2019. And this one, going to give our lead on where we see the better value on the over-under. This is a relatively high total for a postseason game, all the way up to 51.5 points. But clearly, we're not going to have to worry about bad weather, given the fact that we're playing in a dome in New Orleans. So that should help things out, you would think, on the offensive side of the ball. Now, Philadelphia, in their last outing, a miracle they were able to get past the Chicago Bears with how that one finished, but taking the Bears down by a final of 16-15. In the Eagles, they have that championship pedigree, and they feel like coming into these matchups that they're the better team, even though obviously the Saints have had a better regular season. Now they're coming into postseason play as rather considerable favorites on their home field. The fact that the Eagles have already been there, done that, and made a run to the Super Bowl last year, you have to feel like this team is very confident coming into this matchup. Doesn't mean they're going to go on and win it, but still, nonetheless, you have to like the mentality of a team that's been there and done that before. It seems like we see this every year over in the AFC side of the New England Patriots, where it doesn't seem like a whole lot phases them. We'll see how the Eagles respond in this one against what has been a top-tier team in the NFL this year in the 13-3 Saints. Now, in terms of their numbers this year, Philadelphia clearly not playing up to the expectations that everyone had of them, averaging about 23 points per game, giving up around 22, so just a slight positive plus-minus of positive 1 points, and the average total that we got in a Philadelphia game this year was about 45 points, which is actually nearly a touchdown below the total that we're getting in this matchup. But for the Eagles to try to compete in this one, you're going to have to figure that their offense is going to show up to try to keep pace with the Saints. Now, the New Orleans Saints, like I said, an extremely impressive regular season. They actually opened up the regular season with a 40-48 loss at home to the Buccaneers, and then they just went on an absolute tear over the following couple of months after that, and then they finished things up in very good position. They actually went on to lose their first regular season game and last regular season game, but they didn't need to win that last regular season game, so we give them a bit of a pass. But in between those two outings, the 14 games, the Saints won 13 of those, so very impressive stuff. And New Orleans, they did it on both sides of the ball. Third in the NFL in scoring average, putting up over 31 points per game, while also being very solid defensively, giving up around 22. So the average total that we got in a New Orleans game this year was all the way up to about 53 to 54 points, which is pretty impressive stuff, especially behind their elite home field advantage playing in the Dome. We expect the Saints to put up a respectable amount of points, and that could put Philadelphia in a situation where they need to play with a bit more tempo to try to match what the Saints are doing. So with all that being the case, even with the total being a bit higher here at 51.5 points, we still like the over as the better value bet. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. Again, you can check out all of our picks for today over at stumpthespread.com, including our daily free play. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video.